Okay, hello everybody, the Gaming Genius here. Welcome at last to episode 2 of Humongous Commentaries, where we are looking over a game that I wanted to play for the longest time, but I never owned until now. It sounds weird for a Humongous game, but here it is, Big Thinkers. And I'm pretty sure most people are going like, wait a minute, what is this? This is a Humongous entertainment game? I would not blame you if you thought like that. I believe I mentioned it in the last episode, but just in case if I didn't, Big Thinkers is the lesser known IP for Humongous Entertainment. Mainly because it only had 2 games total, both releasing on the exact same year. A first grade edition, and our focus today, Kindergarten. They are the most educational focused Humongous Entertainment games, and you will certainly see that as we go through the game. And I'm not gonna lie, my interest in this game dropped the more I got to play this, because here's the thing. Humongous is always known for edutainment, but they always focused on the entertainment more than the educational content. And you can see how great this playthrough is going to be because I spelled Genieous wrong. I mean, I hope I spelled genius right at least. Otherwise, this is going to be a horrible look at how it does. How about I go things? So, your hosts for this game are Ben and Becky Brightly, who I believe are brother and sister. At least, I hope that's how this goes. It's not, I don't know. I never owned this game. I haven't read the manual. I don't know how it is. But, yeah, they're basically going to help you out and, have you play these mini games. And there are a lot of mini games. These mini games are supposed to teach you everything you need to help you up through kindergarten. And for succeeding in the mini games, you get smart stars, which is your pseudo currency, because your goal is to collect a lot of smart stars to take on the final challenge, which they call the Super Smart Star Challenge, something literally like that. And if you complete it, which, I mean, spoiler alert, of course I do, you would then get a certificate showing, hey, congratulations, you did it, way to go. Now, that's really it. Anywhere where you move on the screen and you see a star like you just did, there's a game to play. There's about 2 to 3 games on each screen, so there are a lot to find. And here comes the first one. Do you remember how to tell time, kids? Yeah, granted, this was like in, what, 1997? Analog clocks were still a thing, but digital clocks were becoming the mainstream, I believe. It's ironic, because back then, you had to learn about the digital clock, and nowadays you have to learn the analog clock because everyone has a digital clock. But yeah, just match the time according to what Ben says. By the way, some mini-games have a difficulty setting of easy, medium, or hardest. What I like to do is I like to play the mini-games with difficulties twice to show off the easy difficulty and then the hardest difficulty. This actually helped out significantly for the final challenge, because I only had to do the final challenge once total, which means I can finally finish this game. I honestly, I think they wanted you to keep coming back to this game more and more, but after you got the certificate, that was it. You technically finished the game. Now, of course, they would tell you, oh, 5 o'clock is when we eat dinner, or 7 o'clock is when I wake up. Okay, 7 o'clock he wakes up, but then 8 o'clock he has breakfast. So what are you doing in that past hour? I mean, these are things you gotta think about. Now, the color of the Smart Star actually depends on the subject of focus. You know, like, reading, creativity, math, things like that. Now, unfortunately, I skipped out on one of the mini games here, but yeah, we'll come back. Okay, replace that library with games, and that's my room upstairs right now. Okay, so, the clickable objects, there are some interactable objects, but I wouldn't say there are as many as Pajama Sam or Putt Putt. They really wanted to focus on the education part of this game, and I feel like that's a downgrade, honestly. Now, granted, there are some like mini games, and those mini games will always give you 3 mini stars. No matter how many times you play, the mini games. I like to say that. They always give you 3. When it comes to difficulties, easy stars you get 2. Medium gives you 4 stars, I believe. And then the hardest difficulty... No. Okay, I think medium gives you 3. I don't know. I did pick medium, but I think since it gives hardest, it's 4. Great. I'm already losing track of time. This minigame, by the way, is easy. Just pick the things you want, make the face, and there you go. The face does stick around after you're done with the minigame. So, I guess there's that. Actually, it reminds me of Rita Rabbit first grade, when you had to make posters for the upcoming big show. Oh man, that's a game I wish I could have played. Rita Rabbit first grade. In fact, I played several Rita Rabbit games to go on a bit of a tangent. There are 2 generations of Rita Rabbit. There's one where he's in the red and blue stripes, and then the second generation is when it's just the plain red shirt, when he's always paired with Sam on the dream ship. I'm honestly more familiar with the second generation. Because I played Rita Rabbit Kindergarten down in Balloon Town, I think it was called, and first grade. It was something on Cloud 9, I forget. Those Rita Rabbit games actually got Wii ports, which I was surprised about that the most. But speaking of Wii ports, I guess I can't talk about Humongous Entertainment without talking about that. So, for those unaware, and Shadow Streak goes into this, Humongous decided to try and port 3 of their games on the Wii. Mainly because they were owned by another company, and they were like, hey, put these games on a Wii. Unfortunately, some copyright issues happened, and so they basically ordered all copies of the game to be destroyed, and just to get rid of them. So, yeah, that was unfortunately one of the reasons why Humongous wasn't as big, especially thanks to the Wii ports. I mean, how ironic is that? Rita Rabbit gets to the Wii, he's fine. Humongous Entertainment Games trying to get to the Wii, whoops. Not like you're missing anything anyway. From what I've seen in other videos of it, they're like major downgrades compared to their original versions. Oh, baseball. Okay. That just reminds me of the backyard sports games. The one that Humongous was forced to pop out because they were the most popular. But look at us now, we're playing Big Thinkers on the Steam. Actually, do you think these games would work on Steam Deck? That would be hilarious. Putt-Putt travels through time while you're traveling on the bus. That would be sick. Oh, well, look at that. I haven't even talked about this game. Okay, so this game, you're switching around words to make up different stories. Now how you get superstars for this one, or smart stars rather, is you just change a bunch of words around. That's really it. Like, all you have to do is change words, and you get the stars. Sure. Let's not say we did, Becky. And I think that was all the games here. And, oh, now here we are.
You've discovered our playroom.
Oh, no, not the playroom.
You know where that leads.
To our music room.
So, yeah, if they are brother and sister, I have no idea where their parents are.
Let's play a tune together, Becky.
We can play the instruments.
Okay, this one, again, is easy. Just swap out the instruments and interact with the other instruments every now and then. The elephant can help you, figure out how slow or fast the song would be. And I guess I should explain this now. The special thing about Becky and Ben, if you haven't seen it already, they have the unique ability to morph their bodies into anything they need. Instruments, bird perches, trash cans, and recycling bins. They're basically the Wonder Twins if they didn't have to touch hands in order to morph every now and then. I mean, I guess it's cool. But the sad thing is, there's not a lot to talk about with this game. You're just playing the mini games and getting the stars for the final challenge. That's it. And of course, much later down the road, I do want to play Big Thinker's First Grade. I do want to do that so I can say I played both games, but... And I hate to say this is definitely one of the low points of the Humongous Commentaries. It's so sad I can't even think of what to talk about. I have to look on my phone to see what stories Google's talk about so I could date this commentary. Let's see. Controversy. Pokemon Go. Let's see. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe producer didn't anticipate historic sales success. Talks popular. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you also announced the DLC tracks, which, yeah, I mean, I hope I can play. If my friends want to play it together. Oh, this minigame. Okay, I want to admit this. This is the one minigame I had the most trouble with, and it is honestly humiliating to me that this was the hardest. Okay, so here's how this minigame goes. There's 3 Beckys. One of them is different, the other 2 are the same. But the thing is, sometimes the differences are so minor, you have to make a guess. Like, take a look at this one right here. What do you think is the difference just looking at this? I'll give you a little time. Yeah, it's the plank of wood behind her. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, for some reason, that was so hard for me to find. Like, why? Why give her a plank of wood? By the way, if you want the smart stars for this, you have to get it right 3 times in a row. If you don't get 3 in a row, or, you know, you miss it, you miss 2 chances, well, guess what? You gotta start all over again. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not sure why I had a tough time with this. It's like if Yuki played Magical Hats Trap card. And 2 of the hats were the same, one of them were different. Anyway, back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii before. I'll say that was a great game, and what I've seen in 8 Deluxe, it's great too. I just, oh, shut up. Split personality, shut up. Okay, to be fair, how did I not see that she had 3 buttons on her vest? How did I see that? And now I gotta do it all over again.
Which Becky doesn't exactly a fine choice.
And this isn't even, the other minigame. There's still one left.
Click on the Becky. You found her.
You found each different me as easy as
Let's see.
and you know
Minecraft news. That's a game I need to play. Minecraft. That'd be a fun game to stream, actually.
Can you tell which
And I'm not saying that, by the way, because it's sometimes easy views. No, I'm saying that because it'd be actual fun.
them anytime.
Okay, now we're under the sea, and it's time for a spelling minigame. Just pick the letter that matches the word to the clam.
choose the letter on Becky?
It's just, I mean, it's a 50-50 shot.
Jet.
I mean, I guess one neat thing is that at least for the easy difficulties.
My letter is
No, never mind. I was gonna say both letters make words, but no. Ped. Wait, is pet? Great. Is pet even a word? I even have to. Okay, never mind. That proved my point.
done swimmingly.
Which means you deserve more
Uh,
stars.
I mean, I don't know what to talk about. And here's the sad thing. We're only a third of, we're not even a third of the way done with the video, and I'm already out of things to talk about, except the mini games.
Our fish
Okay, here's,
now their words
let's see.
will be 4 letters long.
Let's see, what else is there? Sports news, I don't care for. It's all sports. Listen, I like watching a good sport every now and then, but talking about them? Maybe. Ooh, Pixar's movies Worst to Best, which I have not seen Turning Red, by the way, though I hear it's a really good movie.
Sand.
At least that's what I hear.
Boy, smart stars.
Let's see. Crunchyroll streams show, Let's see. Yes, I am aware it's going to rain tomorrow. Thank you, phone.
You picked the right letter. Who needs feet? We've got
Let's see.
That's what I thought it was.
Man, I had fun. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Like, I really do want some things to talk about. But I guess it's kind of why it's hard to talk about educational games. Like, games that solely focus on education. It's just because, well, you're just doing the mini games or playing the game, and that's it. Granted, some games can be easy to talk about. Like, I can talk about Reader Rabbit, and don't even get me started on Clue Finders. I'll say this now. Clue Finders is one of my favorite series of games ever. They were always so creative and so much fun. Clue Finders 3rd grade. I played that so many times. It wasn't even funny. Okay, so here's the trash bin recycling bin game I mentioned, by the way. It works like this. You have to guess which one's going to get the most. Is it going to be the trash, or is it going to be the recycling? Then you have to sort them. I guess in a way this is a good game because, you know, you get to learn what can be recycled or not. Especially since back then, whether to recycle or not was, I believe, starting to be a huge thing.
So recycling paper saves water and trees.
And yeah, they lay the recycling facts on you. It's like as if they can't lay on their edutainment thing enough. They have to explain each and every item.
pottery can be glued back together, but it can't be recycled. True.
Yeah, come on everybody, let's recycle.
Old clothing could be
Help the earth and recycle.
A plastic milk jug.
Way to go.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm back in school.
Steel and tin are just a few of the metals that
Like,
can be recycled.
I honestly feel like I should be in school in the computer lab playing a game. That's what I feel like right now.
Cover playground. You clearly
You remember doing that?
ring of- Let's see.
If you ever went to like a computer lab to play one of their games,
Oh, well, Ben.
You guessed me.
I remember middle school. They had us learn how to type, and oh my goodness, the typing games. Oh, it was horrible. So you had to type out what was on the screen like a normal typing game, but every time you did, there was a little dance number they did, and when you completed all of them in the stage, they played this really cheesy music video based on the letters you learned. And I hated it. Man, I like really hated it. Almost as much as I hated that cringy dance they did right there. What the heck was that?
And you were thinking big. I did it.
Now, the weird thing is, to go back to this minigame real quick. I think this is one of the few minigames that actually give you a bonus.
Which one of us will
In fact, I think it's the only one. I'm not sure about the others.
medium artist?
This is a tough
But, yeah, learning how to type. Listen, I try to do it the normal way. I just can't. I always use the 2 pointer fingers, cause like even now I'm trying my hardest to do like the normal typing thing. It's like I could never get used to it. Is anyone else like that? Like, you try to learn the correct way to type, and you just can't. I mean, I get words wrong by the 2 pointer fingers because I go through the keys fast.
2-liter soda pop bottle.
But
A French fry box.
I mean,
A tin can.
if that would be fun. Let me see the right ways to type.
Recycle.
Typing
A dirty paper plate.
posture.
Brush.
Oh, the typing.
A paper.
Not typing posture. Although that was annoying too.
That's what I call good, clean fun. And you were thinking
Typing
I
position.
did end up with more pieces than Becky. Here's a Smart Star bonus.
Okay, so on the left hand, your pinky's on the A, your ring finger's on S, middle finger's on D, pointer's E, and thumbs on space. Semicolon for the right pinky, L for right
Candy wrap.
ring, K for right middle finger, J for the right pointer finger, and then the right thumb for the space.
A balloon.
Uh,
A balloon.
A balloon.
I mean, you see when they joke type when usually they do the hacking. I guess like Futaba in Persona 5, she was like.
Plastic milk jug.
Way to recycle.
A napkin.
Now I have to try and remember to watch for a specific point in this video because I use Telegram to message my friends, and Telegram has an app on desktop. Unfortunately, while I was playing this, my friend messaged through Telegram, so the message appeared on the screen since I was capturing from the monitor itself. I have to remember to block that out. Okay, now I have to think of a dark thing. Like, we're putting the objects in Becky and Ben for the recycling and trash. What happens to those items? Do they just vanish in thin air, or are they stuck in there like messed up snacks?
Will I get more litter this time, or will Ben? Thanks for your help cleaning
Do-
up.
Do I even want to think of that? You see, Big Thinkers? You're making me think about this!
Let's surf down the path and see where it leads. Oh,
Ugh.
I think
Although,
there's something in my shoe. Your foot? No, No, besides that.
Oh yeah, 12 objects in your shoe. Okay, this minigame is deceptively hard,
Start with the letter P.
but here's how the game goes. You find the 2 objects that start with the letter on the tree.
N.
However, here's the thing. If you get one wrong, the same options we put up in the tree, and you gotta find both again.
All right.
Here's the thing, like, I got it right here. Unfortunately, I didn't get it right the first time, so I have to do it all over again.
You get them all right. So let's try that letter again.
It's just, why? I got them right.
Which things up there start with the letter P? P makes the sound P.
And here's the thing, I know letter sounds are important. Don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. Like, unless someone's there to tell you what objects start with the sound, how are they going to get it right the first time? And even if they don't get it right the first time, they don't learn anything by doing it right the second time. You're still getting it right. In fact, the reason why it's deceptively hard, you have to find 2 objects out of the 12. If it was like 2 out of like 4 objects, that'd be fine. And then for medium, it's like 8 objects, and hardest is the 12. But no, this is technically like a small mini game, so you get 3 stars for it. So, that honestly confuses me. Like, this is an educational game more than it is a mini game, so why is this one a 3-star mini game?
Which things up there start with the letter B? B makes the sound V.
I mean,
Things that start
I don't know. Yeah, even I had to look back. I was like, wait a minute, are there difficulties with this? I know it's a 3-star game. I honestly had to look back and see if they were difficulties. Oh well. This is the last mini game in, more game rather, in the woods. So we'll be moving on to the next area. And to jump ahead, the next area is the reason why a lot of people wanted to play Big Fingers at the time. It was paired with the Big Fingers demo, and there was one mini game that everyone loved to play. It was the favorite of the 3 in the demo. I can honestly imagine kids' faces when they were done playing this game, and they were like, "How was it worth it? That stunk." Yeah, and you know what M also sounds like? Move on. Because this minigame boring. There you go. Yep, here it is. This was the demo space.
Whoa, I'll bet they could stretch all the way around the world.
So, there's 3 games here. On the fence, on the maze, and in the sandbox. Now, the maze is the worst of the 3. I'd argue it's one of the least special minigames here. I don't want to say the worst. Here's how it works. You got to guide Ben through the maze. Now, that doesn't sound bad, except you need to click where Ben needs to go. And if it's a corner, well, you gotta click there. And you can't just drag Ben along. You have to click on each and every corner. It's just, it's so slow. You can't even use the arrow keys. It's like, I don't get that. Why can't you use the arrow keys? It would be perfect for this one, but nope. I guess Humongous is too headstrong about their point-and-click adventure. Which actually makes me wonder, did they put Humongous games on anything else? Big Thinkers. Let me see here. There's gotta be... let me see...
Alright, come on.
I'm reading the,
More smart stars. Alright.
I'm trying to forget that. That was scary. I'm reading the Wikipedia page for Big Thinker specifically. There were plans to release a third game in the series, Big Thinker's Second Grade, which would have been released in 1998. It was initially developed in parallel with the other two games, but was abandoned when working on 3 games at once proved to be too ambitious, and due to poor sales for the first 2 titles. Yikes. No, I don't want putt-putt yet. We're not at putt-putt yet. Okay, so here's the other part of it. After you complete the first round, now you have food in your way, and you have to figure out which animal eats the food in order for Ben to pass. As if this game can't be dragged out more. Alright, let me see.
This looks tasty.
Oh! Okay, so here's the critical reception for, Big Thinkers. I'll read it off the Wikipedia page, which, by the way, I know Wikipedia can be edited and is not a truly credible source, but for the sake of conversation, I'm gonna go with it anyway. The series had a mixed reception. The Boston Herald wrote that the series was released to a universal yawn, as opposed to other Humongous series, such as Putt-Putt and Freddy Fish. Wow. And look at that. They added that the series protagonists, Ben and Becky, failed to ignite sympathy, and some of the activities were not well designed, dull, and insoluble. Wow.
Which animal should I become?
Yikes. Man, if a game needs to be called dull in a review, you really hurt your thing. Like, wow. Yeah, good dance, Ben. Good dance, Ben. Dance is discussing your failure. Let's see, what else they say. The Rocky Mountain News wrote that while the series in theory includes all the elements that should make a successful program, in reality it was uncaptivating, confusing, and frustrating, with navigation being a significant issue.
I think I hear someone calling us back there.
Let's go check it out.
Actually, yeah, now that they put it like that it does make sense. Like, again, you have to find the mini games by moving around the cursor, and when there's a star, that's where it is. Even though the game tells you that, it's just, how are you gonna find the mini games? Like, any kid would be frustrated trying to find these mini games. Speaking of which, here's this one. For the easy level, they tell you how many birds you need to count. You know, how many birds are on the perches. And then you just say the number, boom, you're done. The hardest difficulty asks different questions. So, there's that. Again, kind of a dull minigame. And these birds take way too long to come down.
If I have 2 birds.
It's like, yeah, I get it. Birds take a while to flop down, but yeesh. Okay, so let me see. What else? The Washington Times. Oh, boy. Alright, let's see. The Washington Times deemed kindergarten skill sharpening, while Humpty Dumpty magazine...
Ben has 2 birds. How many?
Humpty Dumpty magazine? Humpty... How did they get their magazines? Did they push them off a wall? all the King's Newsies and all the King's paper boys couldn't put the magazine together again. I'm sorry, I was kind of laughing at that.
0 birds and Becky
Okay.
How many birds in all?
Okay, let me see. Humpty Dumpty magazine thought kindergarten had many great games to play. Review Corner said kindergarten was busier and more challenging than its competitors in the market. Discovery Education reviewed first grade by noting that many first graders may find the program too challenging. Wait, what? What? Many first graders found Big Thinker's first grade too challenging? Are you kidding? Oh, now I have to play that later.
And there are 3 green birds.
How many birds? 8. I knew you had
Yeah, it's just...
Go.
It's unfortunate that you can see why this game wasn't as, important. Let's see.
There are 4
Ben and Becky Brightly. I guess we can go over the voice talent now since these two are here.
together.
Becky is voiced by Karen K. Cody, and Ben Bentley is voiced by Mike Shapiro. Oh, he has a Wikipedia page on him.
Smart Star.
What did he do? Wait, what? What? Wait a minute.
There are 5 red birds.
And there are 3.
Okay, so Ben Brightly, the guy you see there, voiced by Michael Shapiro. He voiced famous characters in the Half-Life series. He played Barney Calhoun and the G-Man.
Looks like there's a whole world down there.
That's kind of funny. Like, you go from Big Thinkers to Half-Life.
I'll hide.
Talk about an upgrade.
Oh, Ben.
Oh boy.
Guess he wasn't kidding about hide and seek.
So, here's the minigame that everybody loved. Well, loved and hated for different reasons.
Okay, here's
So,
the clue.
Becky tells you 3 different clues, one at a time.
Here, maybe another.
Oh, great. It gives me a yawn. I'm sorry. True commentary here, folks.
Second clue is
She'll tell you 3 clues one at a time, and you get 3 guesses to try and find out where Ben is.
Here I am. You found
Ben choosing a whole new place to hide.
Now, this can help you learn landmarks and different,
Okay, here's
geography topics, which I guess is great, but there are just so many locations here. Don't be surprised if you lose a couple times.
There's lots of rushing water.
Alright, I gotta drink water. I'm getting tired. We're almost done, guys.
Alright, you get one more clue and one more guess. Your first clue was there's lots of rushing water where Ben is. Your second clue was Ben is in a river that...
That was my water bottle today.
Listen carefully.
Make sure you drink water, guys.
Third clue is Ben is close to a canyon. A canyon is a deep...
Now, about the geographical,
must know what's coming. Smart Star.
I think that's the word. If you don't know what it means or it sounds too difficult, Becky will at least explain what they are. And speaking of which, this is like the only minigame to give 4 stars instead of 3.
Whole new place to hide. No peeking.
Come look for me.
Yeah, no peeking. Don't worry, Becky. The game's way ahead of you.
Hiding somewhere built by people.
Sorry. He must
Ugh.
be somewhere.
Maybe another
Um,
Your first clue
I mean, I always did like hide and seek,
built by
but
second clue.
I myself was never good at it because as someone who can't stay still for too long,
And one more guess.
uh
First clue was he's hiding
I was always moving around. I couldn't stay in the same spot for too long.
the pond. And your third and final clue is Ben is close to a dam. A dam is cross rivers or streams
But
to slow
yeah, I think there's
You found me. I was hiding in the wind.
one more
down again.
room, and then it's back to the starting room where we could do one more minigame and then the final challenge.
Running water where Ben is hiding.
I don't blame you guys if you fall asleep at this point.
Maybe another clue will help.
Yeah, I am. Whew.
I don't see any water where Ben is
I mean, here's the thing. Like, it sounds like I'm being harsh because I'm an adult playing a children's game. But think of it like this. If I was a father, right? And my kid asked if I could play a game, I would honestly find an educational game like this to play, except I don't think I could recommend Big Thinkers.
Ben's not here.
Okay, I guess I could start to get my final thoughts out of the way.
I don't see any water. Ben is hiding. Your second
The game,
Ben is
in all aspects, technically does what it needs to do well. You know, there are many games that teach you different aspects that can help you improve your thinking skills.
deeply down into it.
At the same time, though, it's...
Ben, you'll have to show us where you are.
Oh, that hiding spot was BS, by the way. That hiding spot. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes with the with this minigame, the clue won't be exactly as Becky put it.
Ben's not here.
Why that butterfly was in snow, I have no idea.
Somewhere outdoors. Your second clue is Ben
The thing is,
next to a
again, when you think of
marsh is an area
humongous entertainment, you think of adventures with gripping stories and fun musical numbers. This just
He must be somewhere else.
this just focuses on what it does,
Your first
which is both an advantage and a disadvantage.
outdoors. Your second clue was next to a marsh. And your
But even the even other games do the educational aspect better.
Your future is full.
Again, to go back to Clue Finders, they had the gripping mysteries, but you were still learning facts and all these great topics.
Come look for me.
So I mean that didn't have an excuse.
Hey, here's your first clue. He's hiding somewhere.
I'm done hiding.
Even the Jumpstart games, oh man, Jumpstart, that takes me back. Even the Jumpstart games
Our kitchen.
had some interesting stories along with their gameplay. I remember Jumpstart spelling. It was Edison and no, Edison Edison was the firefly. What was the name of the frog?
Good idea. I'll start by each set of bubbles.
I don't. Oh man, I'm gonna be stuck on that now. Okay, but meanwhile, this mini game.
To choose the shape of the
Okay, it teaches you patterns,
the color.
and unfortunately, it is very slow at doing so. Ben has to blow each bubble individually to waste time, and then, in order to give the answer,
The next 3 bubbles in this pattern.
you gotta go in order. So you can't do, for this example,
Blue.
a purple circle, and just click what you need.
Try again.
No, you gotta go in order.
Green.
And if you get it wrong, well, you gotta search through each option.
Triangle. Circle.
Okay. I'm looking at the Jumpstart characters. I have to now.
Yup.
Let's see.
Good one.
I know there was Frankie the dog.
Ready for some fresh suds.
Casey Cat. Let's see. CJ, that was his name.
This pattern.
Oh goodness, seeing the evolution of these characters.
Nice match.
Oh wow.
Green.
Let's see.
Nice match.
Let's see.
Good one. I see you're developing a pattern for success. Let's try it.
Oh, I forgot! When Jumpstart tried to reboot in the last decade, he was voiced by Cassandra Lee Morris.
We're going to get smart stars.
Yeah, Morgana as a frog in an explorer's hat.
Are the next 3 bubbles in
But man, Jumpstart spelling, that game takes me back, because it was CJ exploring the dinosaur ages to save Edison from being used as a light by the cave people.
Now I've created
That just,
3 bubble patterns.
oh man, that just takes me back.
Match the rest of the pattern. Click on the bubble you think is wrong.
Let me see.
Right on. Now use my hands to create the bubble that goes in that spot. Then click on the question mark.
What other characters do I remember? Oh, Eleanor the elephant, and then there was Keisha the koala.
Correct. How about
Oh, what was the name of the mouse? Cecil. It just makes me remember Who Left the Juice in the Caboose. Train rolls across the track, the caboose trailing in the back. Who left the juice? Woo! Woo! In the caboose. Anybody else remember that? That was honestly one of the most fun games to play. I didn't realize they had a VHS tape about it though. Yeah, if you look up on YouTube, there was actually a VHS tape based on the game. And it ends in a learning dance number video where it's led by the voice of one of the characters. And she already says, I voiced the character. Way to ruin the illusion, kid! Oh, wow. Wow, Frankie had a lot of redesigns. Yikes. Oh, wow. Frankie was voiced by Dee Bradley Baker at some point. That's actually interesting. Okay, this minigame. This is honestly, like, not for naught, this was honestly one of the dumbest minigames. On the easy difficulty, all you have to do is rearrange the letters based on the alphabet order. But the thing is, on the easy difficulty, they give you the alphabet up there, so the answer is right there for you. Not to mention, if you do it right, you can actually just move one letter and win the game. I mean, I guess it's cool that Becky turns into whatever letter you choose. I believe this also has a hard difficulty setting. Yeah. The hard difficulty changes up a little bit. I don't care about lowercase letters! I want the hard difficulty! Now, okay, this is honestly a little better. I mean, obviously, I know the alphabet. A, I, Q, another Q, a third Q, and the Batman symbol. Oh hey, Smart Stars, yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, way to go, I'm so happy. I want to collect purple sea urchins now! Even though, Freddy Fish isn't the next game on the chopping block. I believe I chose, a putt-putt game up next, though I forget which one. It's been a while since I recorded Big Thinkers, since I'm doing the video, voiceover. Okay, so here's the last kitchen minigame. You ever played with, Unix cubes? You know, those cubes that you can stack on top of one another to measure? That's basically what this game is. You would use the food to measure, Becky based on what she asked. But the thing is, you can honestly get away with just guessing the number based on the object that she chooses. Like right now it's the carrot. If I were to do this one, it'd be 1. Now, since it's a hard difficulty, I had to check a couple times, depending on what it was. Oh, by the way, brightly bubbles. Yeah, way to make soda appealing, guys. Listen, as someone who drinks too much soda, you don't want to make soda sound cute. Alright. Now, honestly, with the harder difficulty, I do appreciate they changed the game up slightly, but it doesn't sound harsh considering my criticisms. I was expecting them to, I was honestly expecting them to, change how many times, they had you do it. Because here, you only need to do it twice. I thought for, like, hard difficulties, it would have had you do it 4 times. I'm really glad they didn't. Also, props to me for counting them. Okay, we're done in the kitchen. We're almost done, guys. 10 minutes left. Can you pull through? I know you can. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't worry, this is a personal thing. Whenever, I always go, if you like the video, you know what to do. I used to say that because, personally, I hated YouTube videos that asked people to like and subscribe, like, right at the beginning of the video. I remember one guy from Mortal Kombat News, he always did. It was his intro. He would introduce what the video was about and then said, if you want more news like this and want to keep up to date, hit that like button and subscribe for great content. Okay, let's get to that content I hope you like. Anybody else pet peeved by that? I don't want to sound too harsh. Okay, so, to change topics, here's the last minigame before the Super Smart Challenge. It's a puzzle. Just change the puzzle pieces to match the room. Now, I didn't show it off, but one of the puzzles here gives Ben putt-putt slippers. So, at least they keep the tradition for Humongous games to have their characters make cameos. Even the brain bank down there, you see Pep, Putt-Putt's dog. I do appreciate that, honestly. But yeah, after the puzzle, it is the Super Smarts, Superstar or Super Smart. The challenge is coming up. I think this is the last puzzle I do. Now, I honestly thought the dog and the lady did something to the puzzle, but no. Apparently, they could just put up the word new, and that's it. Alright, here we go. It's time for the challenge. Thank goodness. We're almost done.
The Superstar Smarts Challenge.
We're cleared for launch.
Superstar Smarts. Okay, and now they're off to space.
Superstar Smarts Challenge.
Now, here's how it goes. The amount of Smart Stars you earn to go into that spin bank. Now, they're going to do a challenge twice. Each one depends on the color of the star. In this case, it's going to be a math minigame. They're going to show 2 satellites. Each one with a different time. You want to pick the time that sends Becky the farthest each time. Like, you see 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock would be the farthest, so that's the one you want to choose. Every time you spin, it costs you 3 stars. Get back to the end, and then it's Ben's turn. Now, here's the thing that I learned, and I was so grateful I thought of this. The star that they choose, like, say the star was red, and you run out of red stars, don't worry. The spinner only counts the total amount of stars for all 5 categories, not just the one. Otherwise, you'd be stuck here for a very long time grinding the same minigames. And thank goodness they don't do that. But, yeah, just do it twice and you win. That's it. GG. I guess because it is in space, it qualifies as a great challenge. But I just wish it was a bit more epic, per se. Oh, since this is a thing I haven't talked about yet, the music is okay. Like, it does its job, but I think it does its job barely. Like, you heard, you could probably hear that fanfare they did for the Superstar Smarts Challenge. I kind of wish they kept, like, epic music like that, since this is technically the final challenge. I really wish they would have done that, but oh well, what can you do?
I made it through. Eeny, meeny, miny,
And now it's Ben's turn.
stars, nobody knows.
Get ready for a art challenge.
It takes smart star power to play the challenge.
Now,
Let's go. I'm ready to go.
now, thankfully this one is pretty easy. Now instead of time, it's gonna be colors. Now, if you couldn't read the letters, they at least highlight the letters in the color you need. I'm grateful for that. Not that I couldn't figure it out, but you know, just to help players along the way.
Get as far along the path as you can.
Because I know from personal experience, kids will associate different things based on what they see. So if they say a blue blob, they'll say blue. But if they see blue written in black, they'll probably think like black. Of course, some will think blue too, but you gotta think about all contingencies, you know. Being a teacher is good like that, you know. It does help you understand different thought processes. Now after this, you do earn a certificate, and back in the day, you were able to print it out. Me personally, I took a screenshot of it. It's on my Twitter. I posted it after finishing the recording.
We're moving now.
Although honestly, to be honest, I'm not sure why they didn't put the word gray. I was honestly surprised they did put the word gray. And yeah, because of the way I played the game, we're already done. That's it.
Challenge.
Congratulations! You've earned the title Superstar of Smart.
And here comes the last star. And it even gives you a little graduation cap. That's cute. Okay. Now, unlike the other mini games, this one gives you the choice of whether or not you want to play again.
Let's go see your
Um,
brand new certificate.
Up on our living room wall. You
And here we go.
have left.
So when you're done with the challenge, they bring you back to the room and you can see your certificate. There it is.
Your new certificate.
Click where it's hanging on the wall.
Now, thank goodness I didn't play for too long. It's just,
Now it's official.
yeah, now it's official. Yay, yeah. I'm so happy I got recognition. There's a screenshot. There it is. I knew I took one. Oh, man. But yeah, we're wrapping it up. That was Big Thinker's Kindergarten. And good lord, it's going to be a very long time before I get to,
Track of all the smart stars you ever earned.
Stars you used up in the
Big Thinker's first grade.
challenge will still show up.
Again, it's not a bad game. It's just
Click here to go back.
boring, honestly. Like, it does its job. That's it. You don't need to do anymore. So, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, especially if you stuck around for this long. You made it through. Next up, I believe, is a putt-putt game. Which one, though, I have no idea. So, I hope you guys are looking forward to whichever one it is. You can avoid this game, by the way. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This is the Gaming Genius, and consider this gaming wish granted. I really need to get a paper so I know the catchphrase right away. See you later, guys!